Alright, got a fun one today. I'm going to be covering an indie title, a $5 indie title for the Nintendo Switch, Good Old Games, Steam. And this is a 3D platformer, a throwback to the 32-bit era. It definitely reminds me of like a SEGA Saturn game, kind of like a cross between Crash and Sonic. And this is Lunestus. This is a really fun and fluid platformer. And for $5, this is an excellent game. Runs great. I'm running the Switch version in this video. And if you're a fan of those 32-bit 3D platformers, there was a lot of them that came out. I think of like Croc. I played a lot of Croc back in the day. Crash Bandicoot comes to mind. But yes, this is a fantastic little indie platformer. And just wonderful. There's several levels. I don't know exactly how many levels there are, but the enemies in the levels is well designed levels, by the way. So it's all about picking up these cranes as you progress in the levels. The levels get pretty challenging. There's a lot of branching paths and hidden access to things. Easy to die. There is save points throughout the levels, these little shrine areas. It definitely has like a Japanese vibe to it. There's a lot of little things tucked away in the stages that really is just a love letter to the era. And I think if you grew up with SEGA Saturn or Sony PlayStation OG, then you are going to be in for a treat, as there's several things here to love and appreciate. And so levels are fairly long. I didn't show you the whole level, the first level, but the goal is to collect all these cranes, and you get an S tier, but you get ranked on different things. Cranes, how many resets, how many times you died, and the time. So you can get S tier on all three. There is other characters to unlock, and the different characters, the owl and the chick, they control very differently. So you can play this multiple times with different characters, or do a run through to see if you can beat your previous ranking. So it's really cool. Lots of different themed levels. So no boss fights, no cutscenes, no fluff, just all like fluid gameplay. And it's just interesting to go back and play a platformer like this, comparing it to a modern day platformer. As this era did a great job with frame rate. I mean, it runs great. The camera is awesome too. I really appreciated the camera is well done in this game. So a lot of the hiccups of the era with bad cameras on 3D platformers is not present in this game. So for a $5 game, I spent more on bad coffee. So you can pick this up cheap on the eShop or on Steam. I definitely I haven't checked this out on a Steam Deck, but I'm sure it runs great. So yeah, I wanted to show you a couple levels and give you my thoughts about it. Just well done. And I'm going to show you, just when you die, you just reset from a save point. It's very fast. There isn't long load times at all. Just jump in the game and have fun. And really, the enemies in this game are more of just obstacles of getting through the level. You don't have to take them out. You can avoid them at times. You move fairly fast. There is a button you press down and you can walk. Something I didn't do a great job when playing this, but you have to look around too. What I love is the draw distance and the challenge of looking around to make sure that you're not missing an entire area, because you can do that in this game. So you pick up these cranes and throughout the level, if you pick them all up, it's S. It's a ranking of S, which I did get on the first level. And then you pick up these letters. So it's not a total collectathon. There is lots of things to collect, but it's not like overwhelming like a Banjo-Kazooie type stage. So definitely leans more Crash Bandicoot than like a Sonic game. Gameplay and visually, it reminds me of a Saturn game. Also, if you like what you see, I do a lot of content, and if you are interested in retro Atari to Xbox and new indie titles check out my channel and subscribe, as I'm uploading videos every week. So yes, going back to this game, I think it definitely reminds me of a Sega Saturn game. If I was going to choose between PlayStation and Saturn, it plays and looks more like a Sega Saturn game. I don't know why. It just has that feel. So, you know, the reason why I cover an indie title such as this is, you know, there's just so much content that comes out, and some of the bigger releases of the time kind of overshadow these releases. And I'm happy to, from time to time, to give a shout out to these indie releases, you know, because there's a lot of people that, you know, may not know this even came out. You know, I'm one of them. You know, sometimes, you know, Atari 50, which is a great game, and I did an excellent video on that, came out this last week, and, you know, for me, that's what I played and talked about. Well, this game came out, you know, a couple days back, and it's just one of those things. It's just gonna not be on everybody's radar. So, you know, picking up an indie title means the world to these companies, you know, especially smaller publishers and developers, as you know, they have some excellent ideas, and this is a fun game, a great idea, and you know, it's nice to play a throwback title in at least the art style and gameplay of the 32-bit era, as that's something I played quite a bit in college. Here's another level, and just fantastic. It's kind of a beach theme, and there's just there's all sorts of stuff on this level, tons to explore and check out. There is many levels too. I don't know exactly how many, as mentioned before, but different levels have different mechanics that you have to figure out. This one has like a bubble you can get into, and it'll transport you to another area. There's also the beach balls you bounce on, and so it's cool to figure out and check out the mechanics on each stage. So you're going for that S tier for time, cranes, you know, and it's just pretty sweet. Oh, and resets. So resets is how many times you can get through the level, how many times you die when you progress through a level. So definitely on this one, I've definitely perished several times, and a lot of it's just figuring out the platform mechanics just right. Jumping is very precise. Oh no! Oh! Died there. So just wanted to share this great indie title. You can check it out on the eShop, Steam, and I do believe Good Old Games. And $5. It's a $5 title. So definitely well worth it. Gets my thumbs up. Thank you for watching this video. This is Immortal John Hancock, and you have a good day.